Okay, Adam having a problem back there behind the sled, had some steering issues. He's going to have to work on it, see if he can get that lined out. We're going to bring out Chris Mites next out of Cortland, Nebraska. Tractor he calls Burning It Down. Get him out here, see what he can do. You see him move the sled around there in between the two hooks. Each one of these pullers can set that sled wherever they want it. There's an orange cone sitting behind the sled. The guy coming to the line sets that cone where he wants it. The sled will center up on that cone. It is absolutely the puller's choice where they want to set that sled up, left, right, center, whatever the case may be. You'll see these guys try to find different lines. Some of them will cross track. Some of them will try to run right where the other ones were. All about finding the good dirt here in the sport of pulling. Chris bringing the Burning It Down machine up to the line. You see on this one, you've got the single blower motor, Hemi-powered machine. Going to see a lot of different variations here this evening. I've seen a couple of twin turbines sitting back there in the staging areas. Another Allison or two, a couple of blower motors, all kinds of different engine combinations here. A lot of different rules in this class depending on what engine combination you want. Whether you want a single blower or you want twin naturally aspirated, the turbines, the Allisons, a lot of different rule combinations here in this class, a lot of diversity. A good place to get into if you're trying to get into the sport of truck and tractor pulling. A lot of different options available for you. He'll get the chain pulled tight. We'll get him rolling down the track here. This is Chris Mites out of Cortland, Nebraska. Good run for the Burning It Down machine right there. You see right there on the other side of the sled, that VP flag, that's our leader flag. We set that at the buckboard of the front sled, the front of the sled. Need a pull off on the track, please. Pull off on the track. But we set that VP flag right there at the front of the sled on the leading distance. So as you're watching tonight, you can gauge that to see if they get past it or not. That's the mark they're all shooting for right there. That's the leader mark. Looked like we're going to move it just a little bit. Get a distance here. $338.43 for the Burning It Down machine. 338.43. There's your new leader right there. The Burning It Down machine from Cortland, Nebraska. Give him a round of applause as they pull him off the track here. Want to make sure to thank Case IH this evening. Case IH, official sponsor of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Series for the 2021 season. A leader in the agricultural equipment world. Anything you may need, from your small compact tractors to your major operations, check out Case IH the next time you need any piece of equipment. Stands. Here we go. Wild ride there for the jet lag machine of Cody Meyer. Not the run he was looking for. The object of pulling is just to go straight and level and to the point. He went sideways, upways, downways, and crossways, but he got her in there. Going to come up well short. We'll get you a distance for him here in just a minute. You see on the replay there, he got the 259.93 going to be the official distance. But you see on the replay, he got the front end way high, unloaded the rear tires. That thing tried to one wheel a couple of times on him. Went left, right, center, every which way but straight. He done a good job trying to hang on to it, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't going to work for him on that particular run. Cody will be back out here later on one more entry he brought to the show with him this evening. You notice every time they make a pass, you'll see the guys out here running the skid steer and the tractors up and down the track. We repair the track after every run. Use a skid steer to fill in the ruts, to drag on the big John Deere down there, smooth the track back out, and then we pack it back in. Real good track crew here this evening, taking care of this thing, getting it work quick, keep the show rolling for you. Need to thank the Dixon County Feed Yards, Genesis Enterprises, Midwest Custom Application, Lux Brothers, LLC, BG Repair, New Look Resurfacing, Nick Tramp Realty, Steve Lieber Auctions, Big Iron Tire and Trailer, all them local sponsors here helping put on the show this evening. There's so much that goes into these shows, so much planning. They are absolutely not possible to do without all these sponsors. So make sure if you know any of them, tell them thank you for helping put on the Outlaw Pulls here tonight in Concord. This machine out of Norfolk, Nebraska, this is Gage Ott, calls it the Warhawk. Got the V12 Allison setting up there. This tractor currently setting number 1 in the points this year for the Outlaw Association. Here we go, the Warhawk out of Norfolk, Nebraska. Nice pass for the Warhawk machine right there. You notice he got a little high in the front end too. That track's really getting a hold of him out there at about 50 feet when these things hook up. Going to mark him at a distance of 321.89 for the Warhawk. 321.89 for Gage on the Warhawk machine. Burning it down, still leading with that distance of 338 and 43. As Chris Mites out of Cortland, Nebraska, you still your current leader at 338.43. He's got 4 more machines going to come after him, try to hunt him down and move that VP leader flag over there. VP Racing Fuel is the official spec fuel of the Outlaws. Every vehicle that goes down the track this evening, whether it be with the methanol, the diesel fuel, the water, the diesels that are injecting, every single one of them going to be running VP Racing Fuels here this evening. VP also offers a line of gasoline, pre-mixed 2-cycle gas for all your weed eaters, lawn mowers, whatever the case may be. At VP Premix, it will not clog up your carburetors, disintegrate your fuel lines. Real good premix fuel, some of the best money can buy. Ask for it at a retailer near you, VP Racing Fuel. Coming up here out of Allen, Nebraska, we've got Jeff Geiger on a tractor he calls Captain Hook. You see he's running the twin turbos on the automotive V8 engine. You've seen the blower motor out here earlier. Here's a twin turbo machine. Get the Captain Hook machine back to the big old sled and hooked up here. See if he's got anything to get out here near that 338-foot mark. Also need to thank Stop Fire Fire Extinguishers. All of our Outlaw officials out here tonight have a Stop Fire extinguisher with them. It's a proprietary blend of fire suppression chemicals and gases. No dry chemicals and no residues, proven to put the fire out quicker and prevent reignition better than any dry chemical extinguisher on the market. Check out the Stop Fire Fire Extinguishers. Captain Hook machine rolling into a tight chain. Out of Allen, Nebraska, hunting down that 338-foot mark. Jeff Geiger calls it Captain Hook 2. Seen he had an issue getting it running there. These turbochargers on these methanol engines very temperamental. They can get them running, and when they do get them lit, they lay down a really good fast, but they have a lot of trouble sometimes getting these things to light and come down the line like they're wanting them to. We'll back him up, get him one more try at this. See if he can get this machine running. Machine owned by Doug Roberts. Jeff piloting it here this evening. Here we go, attempt number 2 for the Captain Hook. Not going to be able to get it working here this evening. That's his second attempt. We'll get him unhooked. Going to mark it right there where he is. Going to have to live with a mark of 14.74 feet. 14.74 right there for the Captain Hook machine. Give him a round of applause coming down the track here. Got 3 more entries in the class there. You hear the turbines starting up again in the pit. Those turbines got a very unique sound to them. One thing about them, when they get them out here and take off on the line, they can't really feather the throttle or anything like the V8s, the automotives, the big diesels can. When they get into these turbines and come off of them, it's pretty well all or nothing. They better hope they got it lined out, straightened out, and strapped in for a good ride. A lot of people like to refer to these turbines as a jet engine. They are, in fact, not a jet. A jet does not have any mechanical shaft turning it. It's strictly a thrust-operated engine. These turbines operate by burning the fuel, turning a set of compressor blades, which actually turns a shaft at the back end of the motor. They run that shaft into a gearbox and then back into the rear ends, the way they link these things up together to get them running. It's going to be a twin turbine entry, a little bit smaller turbines than on the machine you seen earlier, but he gets to run 2 of them. This is Andrew Beckman out of Hoskins, Nebraska. Calls this machine Peer Pressure. Andrew got a tall mark to shoot for. He's got to get out there past that 338 and 43 if he wants to be in the money here this evening. Once again, we need to thank CHS Inc., L&L Farms and Trucking, Part-Time Metal Creations, Grossenberg Implement Company, Nebraska 811, a big sponsor here for us this evening. Well, we'll tell you about them in just a few minutes. The Peer Pressure machine coming at you right now. Going to spin it in right there. Looked like he was a little bit heavy on the nose. Never able to pick the front end of that machine up, get it locked into the track. This is supposedly a brand new tractor. 296.13 for the brand new Peer Pressure machine out of Hoskins, Nebraska, Andrew Beckman. Give him a round of applause there for bringing it out for you this evening. Sharp looking black and orange machine right there. Like I say, he never did get it to hook up quite like he wanted to. The front end never could get it pulled up off the ground. You got to pick the front end up just a little bit to get all the weight on them rear tires in the sport of tractor pulling. One more thing we want to tell you about, young lady from right here in Concord named Daly Paulson. Anybody know Daly out here this evening? Well, Daly is here. She has her tractor. Her class not running here this evening, but she is going to come out after the show and make a hook for everybody right here at Concord. Got 2 more hooks to go here in our light limited modified division. Then we're going to roll right into our light super stock class. Need to thank ecotuning.com. Ecotuning, a leader in fuel delivery management systems. Make sure to check them out, ecotuning.com, for all your diesel tuning needs.
Mr. Stone,
What's up, buddy?
welcome to your show.
Yeah.
How are you?
Great.
I am sitting in Brandon Hart's office.
No,
Fayette, Missouri.
going in Brandon Hart's office.
Because my tractor's back on the dyno.
Nice.
So that's how committed I am to you, Ron, that I left the dyno room to walk to Brandon's office to do the show.
So how long are you at Brandon's office for? Just curious.
Long as the show lasts. So.
Oh, okay. So you're leaving right after then.
No. The tractor's still in the dyno. It's cooling down after a pass. It's a brand new motor. We made a couple break-in passes so far, but we haven't put a good hit on it yet. So just been getting water pressure and fuel and the drill, getting all set. We haven't opened her up yet. So
10-4. Is that going to happen tonight, or is that?
I'll be going live on Beer Money every time. So I use the software to try to go live on like the Outlaws and Beer Money and a bunch of my pages, but the computer, for whatever reason, Ron, it sounded like a 4-engine modified instead of a limited pro. So I decided I better not do that. So
that would be cool anyway, though. You should have just thrown that out there.
No, it sounds bad. It sounds really bad. I mean, it's just like I don't know if the sound from my camera, like my webcam is just too much for it, Ron, and it's picking it up. So, but I got my video camera with me. We're gonna put a lot of footage together and make some nice videos. So
awesome.
Yes, sir. I registered for Mound City, Kansas today. So
good deal.
Yeah. Are you announcing that Sunday night, or who's down there?
Sure. Yep, that's me.
Okay. Right now I hope I'm not first hook. I was looking. I don't know if everybody signed up yet. Yeah, I'm first hook right now, so I don't want to be first hook right yet. Just to be honest with you. So
well, that gives you 3 total opportunities if you really need them, though.
I don't want to. So.
You don't want to.
I don't want to. But no, hoping to. I don't know. I'm not trying to get the cart ahead of the horse, but I really want to be in Mountain City Sunday night. I know it's Paddock's hometown pool, and Tyler came on the show with us and did a thing, and gonna try to do McLeod, Kansas Saturday night. I know that's not an outlaw hook, but that's Bill Petrie's been a good friend of mine for years, and that's
me as well.
Yeah. So if things go well today, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna be up all freaking night. I've slept 8 hours in the last 2 days, so I'm whooped getting this thing ready, and I don't even work on it. I've been just trying to do work and everything else. So, but
there's not that many signed up in Mound City yet, so chances are you're not going to wind up first. I mean,
well, it is what it is. There's two outlaw classes. There must be some other stuff too going on that night, Ron.
He usually has a couple of Missouri State classes. Yeah. I think he usually has the light mods there. Yeah, I can't remember what other.
Oh, it's okay. I'm going to load up and roll anyway. I got to get back home. I have an event. I have a realtor event Monday night. I'm renting a booth at the Madison Mallards game. That's kind of our little local baseball club. I got 50 real estate agents coming out Monday night, so I got to get home. So
yeah, there's more. There's actually 3 outlaw classes. Yeah, limited pro stock, and pro stock 4x4.
Okay, the app's just so you know, the app's showing limited pro stock and pro stock 4x4s.
And it'll do that until somebody from that particular class signs up.
Okay.
And once that happens, it'll show up. So.
And I registered my dad for the state fair because he's driving my tractor that night.
I saw that.
Right now, he's 9th hook right now. So because you and I are yakking on the mics. So
yeah, there's a bunch of hooks for the state fair, just to let you know already.
So yeah, there's 21 signed up already there.
Yeah, they closed off entries right now for Pro Stock 4x4 and 85 Limited Pro. I believe they shut those off at 26.
Okay.
And we may go back to that and open it up a little bit more later on. We'll see how these other classes do, but we're limited on tractor trailer space there. So
no, I understand. Completely understand.
I think we're at 120. I think on Friday already. So
okay, so Chad Mears says 2.6 diesel MSTPA at Mound City, so that'll be good.
They're having light mods too, Chad.
I'll let him. He has a comment on that, yeah. But everybody, we do this every Tuesday night. Ron and I do our best to jump on here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's gonna be tough for me next week. I'm gonna be honest with you right now, but I can get the show started for you, Ron. I have some work things I need to do, and then the next week is the state fair, so we might have to skip a couple. It's just how it's gonna have to be. So
yeah, we may go live from the state fair just to.
Yeah, we'll definitely go live from the state fair. We were live last night for our regular Let's Grow Pulling live. So Paul Romack, I call it one of our Hollywood Square guys because we have all those squares on there. He was live from Altamont, Illinois on the show, and that was kind of neat to see all that. So
cool,
man. It's definitely fair season, Ron. I mean, I swear Facebook feeds are just full of tractors and trucks, and it's wild. So,
yeah, it definitely is. We had 6 events scheduled for 4 days this past week. Of course, 1 got canceled due to rain, Indianola, but we did have 5. And then we've got 5 sessions of pulling coming up this week as well. So
I'm going to show you a video of my tractor on the dyno. Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of excited. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. And I'm kind of like super nervous at the same time because there's holes in the walls down here at the Hearts dyno. And there's a turbo that went through a window off a Pro Stock. So I'm thinking, you're sitting there and you're sitting in that little room and you're watching Dustin crack it open. And you're like, oh God. I've been waiting all year on parts, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so Matthew, that's the Iowa State Fair we're talking about, and then Chad says light mod and pro farm as well. So there
I figured the light mods were there. They normally are. So
I'm gonna get that queued up, and then we will get jamming. Did you send Ella the link?
I certainly did. Yep.
What time did you tell her to jump on?
Oh, I told her to be ready around 7:30 ish.
Okay, perfect. I'm almost ready. Kurt messaged me and asked me if my tractor made 1,000 horsepower. I thought that was funny. So. It actually hasn't yet, so I should be careful what I say, right?
Exactly.
Okay. There. See if I can blow that up. So this is at the dyno room at Hearts, and I might walk through the place. This place is amazing, and I know they do the 3.6 chargers, right? Or for the super farm class.
Yes, they do. Yep.
Thank you, Russ. I hope it runs as well too. So I'm gonna play this video quick, just kind of show everybody. This is not a full dyno run. That's just kind of idle in here, but kind of shows you what happens. The smoke goes out the roof there. They're just putting a little heat in it right now. So, and we walk into the room back there. I think he took it up to like 35 or 3,600 RPMs on this, Ron. This is a kind of a little break-in. It's brand new motor. So
yeah. Got to be exciting and a little nervous.
Yeah.
In time, right?
Yes, sir. But I got cameras everywhere. I got cameras outside, and I'm trying to do the whole thing. So
to cover the smoke.
Yep.
Well, what's different on this setup compared?
It's just all brand new. That's really, yeah.
Okay.
So Dustin was just holding it at like 3,800 RPM just to get some heat in the motor. It's got a brand new Northwoods Engineering cylinder head on it, all Hearts, fuel, and air, and then a Josh Miley intake, and then I don't even know honestly what's all got on it. Tony does all that stuff for me, but it sounds good, and I'm excited to get it. They're letting it cool down now, and we're going to fire it back up again once you and I are done on the show. So
awesome.
So we're not going to chit chat too much tonight because I kind of want to get back to the dyno room. I'm not going to lie. So
I bet.
But why don't we cover? I'm gonna get my Outlaw app out, Ron, and then while you're getting yours out,
I'm there. I'm already there, buddy.
Start talking, stud.
Here, let's look at. Like I said, we had 5 events over 4 days. Would have been 6, but Mother Nature rained Indianola out. But several lead changes in some points races. A few surprises in some results. Light limited pro stock at Britt on Wednesday night. Mike Golda took the Never Say Never tractor. He was filling in and took that one to a win in the light limited pro stock class.
Okay.
540 light pro. Grant Mitchell and Hostile Environment took the win.
He's got a Busch Light wrap on that now, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
Yeah, I'll find a picture of that while you're talking.
Double Trouble, Corey Kielmeyer out of Minnesota won the 74 mod. Let's see, 4-wheel drives, Murray Thornton and Thumper, and 2-wheel drives, Trevor Fitzsimmons, and that's one of the guys that changed things up in 2-wheel drive points. He had a couple of wins out of 3 hooks this past week, so he moved into number 1 spot in the points. That was Britt on Wednesday night. Hey, want to give a shout out to my buddy Will Mans. had an accident there Wednesday night. He got out of the hospital yesterday up in Minnesota. I don't know if you heard about that or not, Jason.
I haven't.
Yeah, he had an ATV accident Wednesday night and loading a 4-wheeler and got hurt. Could have been a lot worse, but he took a couple helicopter rides and is pretty sore, I think, and there's going to be a little recovery going on there. But he's good to go. He's back home now in Lee Summit, Missouri, and he's been messaging me today about pulling, so he's already excited to go pulling again. So,
okay, good. I didn't hear anything about that, so I'm glad he's okay. That's scary.
Yeah. Super Farm, Spanky's Toy. Mark Roberts won the Super Farm at, of course, we're at Sac City now on Thursday night.
Okay.
Matt Goodwin, the Intimidator, just laid down a monster pass.
I've shared that video. Somebody recorded it, and I swiped it, and I threw it on the Outlaw page and the Beer Money page, and they said shake and bake.
Yeah.
So 390 something again. There's a picture, everybody, of Ryan Mitchell's light pro stock with the Busch Light wrap. I ran up to him up in Toma, and he was telling me about that. I think he knows a distributor out there, but that looks really good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's going to be a popular tractor. When do people go up and lick it? They drink too much Busch Light. They go up and try to eat some corn.
Oh, boy. Roger Rui had a good weekend. A couple of wins for him, the One Mean Farmer and Super Farm. Or light limited pro stock, sorry. Modified tractors at Sac City. Craig Omer and Sweet Pain, the 3 Chevy tractor, laid down a really nice pass. And Donald Nelson went 1-2. His first win with Whippet this year, and then a Little Whip in second. And then we'll go to Corridon on Friday night. I was in Corridon. And looking at the app here. Hi, Ella.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're playing around here on the app, looking at going over the results from the weekend.
Sounds good.
Then let's see. The app's not updated on results from Corridon yet, but I know in 2-wheel drive, Richard Morris, the Buffalo's Chips, got his first win of the season there in 2-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive, Foxy Lady took the win, and he moved into the points lead after a good weekend as well. Pro stock was Ray Porter. Gang Green just edged out Bryce Van Gendron in the geared green.
Is that Bryce's first hook as an Outlaw Pro?
I believe so. That's the first time I've seen him.
Hey, Ella, where can I find a couple pictures of your tractor?
I can send you some if that would work somehow.
Yeah, you send them to me on Facebook Messenger, or just tell me where to find them on the interwebs. Sorry, Ron.
You're
not very, I don't know. We don't have very much content out, I'd say. Haven't had much content to put out.
That's
Just
okay.
got going. So
we need to make you famous. That's our goal tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
I put a pic out, I think, of her tractor the other night at
Sac City.
Sac City.
Ron, those pictures that you take a couple hours before the event, those go wild. I know you're busy, but man, keep that up. The stats on some of those, like one of them had like 30,000 reach. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a numbers dork, so.
Yeah. Gary Barrett, high stakes horsepower, I believe, won the limited pro stock. Like I said, those aren't updated yet.
Okay.
Where should I send them to on Facebook?
You can send them right here in the chat that you're on,
okay.
in like a private chat, or you can just Facebook Messenger to Jason Schultz.
Okay, I'll try and attach them to the
I'm
chat.
looking for Ron's picture.
Would have been on the Outlaw site from Thursday night.
I'm the 31st, right? Yeah. What's Ella? What's it? Is it the Blue Thunder?
No, it doesn't have a name at this point.
Okay.
We're up in arms and that, kind of trying to sway Dad one way, and then he wants to go a different way. My uncle's putting some input on it, and we just can't get anything decided, really.
Ella, where are you? Kind of look like you're in a dyno room there.
I was just going to say.
I'm in the new shop at my dad just built like the last summer. So.
Okay, awesome. Now tell us the story on the tractor. I mean, we haven't seen it out
Oh, the Rouge Specialties one.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we took a little bit of a break because my sister and I played a lot of softball when we were, I don't know, I just retired, I'd like to say, from softball. So now we're getting to go back out and play with the tractor a little bit. So.
Okay. Now, this past weekend, was that the first time you'd driven it, or had you driven it before?
I drove it at a ECI pole once before, but.
Okay.
There it is, kiddos. That thing is sweet.
Yeah, that's you know much of the stats on it, Ella?
It is 2,490 cubic inch.
That's a couple.
Yeah, Dad's sitting right behind the camera. He's a little shy, but
why is he being shy? It's just Ron and Jason.
Yeah, he's laughing at that. Do you have any more input on that? It's twin turbo and fuel injected. So
it's been named. Sounds like the name is up in the air, Ella. The name of your tractor is now up in the air. So.
That would be a good one. We need the suggestions.
Everybody, please comment in the comments what you think Ella and her dad should name their tractor. So I like the Remedy. You can go the Remedy 2. That'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
Now that motor, and I talked to you and your dad briefly there Thursday night.
Yeah.
And it was a marine power plant used in PT boats in World War II.
Yep.
So it's safe to say that motor is not only older than you, but older than your dad as well.
Yes, definitely.
So not too many of those around. I know the Allisons seem plentiful, but the Packards have to be even more rare.
Yeah.
What's the estimation on horsepower of that motor?
He says, thinking 2 per cubic inch.
2 horsepower per cubic inch.
Yeah. So about 5,000.
Okay, there you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You said you pulled it with ECI. Was that this season or?
Yeah, we went to Washington, Iowa, which is just about an hour, a little over an hour for us to get there. So just to test it out.
So you have basically about 3 hooks.
Yeah.
Tractor. Okay. And the tractor hasn't cooperated to this point, from what I understand.
No. Corden, I felt like we were doing well, but then we blew out a fuel metering valve. So
okay.
That shut me down.
Midnight Madness. We have Up in the Air and Midnight Madness so far. Okay.
I like them.
Keep them coming, fans. Keep them coming.
So tell us the plan here, Ella. I mean, are you guys going to go full bore with this?
I don't know. I'd like to keep going and doing it, but I'm not footing the bill. So
that's the best way then, right?
Yeah.
So Ella, I mooched off my dad for years too. Do it as long as you can. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I seen where you signed up for the Iowa State Fair. That's going to be a big deal there. So
Ella, where do you live? When did you start pulling? When did your dad start pulling? Give us some of that history.
Okay, so Grandpa started back in the 50s. He was just doing like a John Deere, and then he got to they had a Minneapolis Moline dealership, so he started pulling those. And then he went to Ohio to buy grain trucks, and while he was there, he found the Packard engines and decided he wanted to buy those. So he came home with 3 engines and 3 grain carts. So I think Grandma thought he was crazy, but and then my dad's cousin had the first tractor, and then they built another tractor that his cousin drove, and then they finally built this one.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember talking to your dad. It's been probably 3 years ago, maybe. I think up, I can't even remember the town up in eastern Iowa, West Liberty.
Yep.
He was pulling up there, and I remember talking to him a little bit about it. But you guys are from Illinois, right?
Yeah, we're right, I don't know, not 15 miles from the Quad Cities, so we're right on the river.
Are you like the family I buy my clutches from?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, like Darren's your dad?
Yes, Darren's my dad.
Crap. Well, why is he being shy? I've talked to this guy a million times, so. This is cool. Well, I saw Rouge Specialties, and I meant to ask earlier, and then I forgot, so.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys.
That's awesome.
do like kill switches and all kinds of stuff too, right?
Well, not as much the kill switches anymore, but just mostly clutches. So.
Okay. Very good.
Ella, where did you pull that? Family Tradition's another name. Long, strong, down to get the friction on. That's a rap song. I'd call it the old silver bullet.
Dad's cracking up over here. With the
Where did you pull that? I'm gonna go find your video from the Outlaw Pulling.tv.
Corden was probably the best one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your dad said there was a fuel issue.
We put a new fuel shutoff on right before we went to Brit, and he assumed that they tightened the set screw from the factory or whatever, and don't assume stuff because it wasn't, and that caused us some issues.
Guys, was that the Wayne County Fair or the Sac County Fairgrounds? Which one?
That was
Wayne
on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the video. Keep talking. Sorry.
But yeah, just curious as to what your aspirations are. I mean, you guys gonna come see us a lot more with the Outlaws and pull?
Yeah, we hope to. We're thinking to go to Macon, Wisner, and Iowa State. I'm trying to convince him to go to Texas, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, Wisner, Iowa State Fair, Macon, those are all good ones.
Yep.
I think there's a few
Ella,
more.
were you early in the class or later in the class?
I'm this last. Well, not the last, but they had a restart, so I'm at like an hour and 30 minutes.
That girl. That's what I need to know.
I've looked at it enough.
Dude, I love outlawpulling.tv. It's the bomb. I use it all the time.
So, I mean, is Dad going to get back in the seat ever again, or?
He just shrugged his shoulders, but I don't know. Maybe I've kicked him out. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, that's always a good excuse to build another one, though, Dad.
Yes, we started to think about that. We got the parts. It's just getting to get time to do that, but
Right. So 2022, maybe
maybe.
Way to go, Ron. Start stoking the fires, phone.
Got to. So you have sisters, brothers?
I have one younger sister. She is not a very good tractor driver. The biggest tractor she's drove is the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Well, she's not going to be in the seat for sure.
Not anytime soon. Huh?
No.
So
Are you after Olmers? Sweet
Yeah.
Pea? Okay.
Yep.
So when you were younger, were you a huge pulling fan? Did you go to pulls with Dad?
Yeah, we definitely went. I started playing softball at about 9 years old, like travel competitive. So up until then we were going, but then I definitely started just doing softball pretty much.
Yeah, Dad supported you in that.
Yes, we were buying bats and gloves and going out of state for softball. So
Very cool. Very cool. You about to get it there, Jason?
I think so.
That looks like
that's me right there.
Yeah, that's Friday night.
Yeah, it takes me a while to pull out. It didn't get backed up. I'm not a master at that yet, and there was definitely.
That's okay. Jeff Hurt's my favorite backer upper in the world. He zooms out there, and he just goes out there about 275 and backs it up. So I'm gonna turn the sound on, guys. Okay, so
Gotcha.
So we can hear it because you got to hear V12s.
Efficiency, flowing smoothly. Find yours with the Case IH Axial Flow.
See, there's a nice compliment from Jim Birchall.
Rod design. Knife and fork.
Who's that announcer? He sucks.
Yeah, he doesn't have a clue.
Oh, I love it. If I can't pick on my friends, I don't want you to be my friend, so it's going to be okay.
Of the opposing cylinder's rod.
I can't reach the shifter, so Dad has to help me with that.
And Harley Davidson engines were as well.
It's definitely a menacing looking tractor, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That corn dog stand back there is the best corn dogs right there, Jason. I'll tell you that.
We just ordered Casey's Pizza at Hart's Dyno.
Who paid for it, you or Brandon?
I did. I'm buying this weekend. I'm sucking up to everybody down here, so it's all good.
Gotcha. Who's more nervous at this point, Ella, you or your dad?
I think it's me, definitely. I was very nervous. I don't know. At that night, I was just nervous because of how cramped I felt there. But yeah, getting better, not as nervous. The first time I was really not, my stomach was hurting pretty bad.
It'll all come with time. More passes down the track.
Yes.
Ladies, let's make some noise for her. Help her out.
Give her, Ella. Give her.
Gotta be 320.74 to take out Wayne Longnecker. Ella Rurr.
That's normally where I would say the name right there, but we don't have a name for it yet.
See, that's where we blew our
Got it.
fuel metering valve thing.
Yeah, you were.
How hard is it to get parts for that tractor, Ella?
So Grandpa was a kind of a pack rat, and anything we bought in excess. So we have a warehouse of parts. So
Nice.
All right, had a
Yes.
little fire over there on the left side.
Your grandparents do that, though, Ella.
yeah,
But anybody that went through the Depression or even around that time, they always kept things in excess and kept spares in excess. So, but yeah, you had a good run going until that came apart. Looked like you lifted the front end pretty good and was ready to head down the track.
yes, we thought so too. We were pretty happy. Really disappointed in our barrel valve, but we'll see what happens next time.
Yeah, we're going to be pulling for you, and hopefully you'll get some more fans after some folks watch the show here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hey, Ella, we do a show on Monday nights too on the Beer Money page, and we always ask every puller if you could drive anything else anywhere, what would it be? What class? What puller? What tractor?
I don't know.
Like, who are your heroes?
I don't even know. I've been watching what's her name on TikTok?
Sydney Summers?
Sydney. Yeah, I've been watching her on TikTok.
She's kind of a big deal. She won again in California, Missouri last night.
Yeah, she had 2 wins over the weekend.
Yeah, Ken texted me today and said, I think I'm just going to be the hauler driver.
We knew that. We knew that was coming, didn't we?
Yeah.
He says that now, but he's got that other tractor in mind as well. So don't let Ken fool you there.
But Ella, in all honesty, I mean, if you're, I don't know, I didn't know much about you until tonight. But if you're not on social media, and you're not afraid of that, please do that because you're a good-looking young lady. That's good. It's good for the sport. And you talk about your tractor. Sydney does a really good job of talking about the tractor and explaining it. If you can do that stuff, because, I mean, I just do all this crazy stuff just to get more eyeballs on the sport. And I'm just a middle-aged, ugly white dude, from Wisconsin. So you got some stuff going for you there. So,
yeah, that's, definitely can draw more younger generation into the sport, that have no clue what it's about, And
you have a very unique tractor. I mean, very unique. So, I mean, take advantage of that. And if you want help with social media, I know a guy. I can help you out. So
Yeah.
So how many of these Rolls-Royce motors do you have?
Ron's doing the math. Let's
just
put
curious.
One together, Stone.
We have 5 completes sitting in the shed right now. 5 complete ones sitting in the shed, but there's a lot of parts. So.
Oh, good deal. So you really turn it up then. Once you get used to it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You tell your dad he can jump in there too.
You want to jump in, Dad? He's shaking his head and laughing. He's camera shy. Scared.
Oh.
Scaredy cat.
Darren is the bomb. Clutches. At clutches. Harry, I'm not sure what Harry. Yeah, maybe the bomb at clutches.
Harry Walker.
How long has your dad been pulling? Just curious.
Since I was 16.
Since he was 16.
And he's an old man now. So
Yeah, he's old.
do you have any T-shirts or anything like that at all?
We just ordered a few last night for our family, but maybe we can get some going. So we'll see.
I like up in the air for your tractor, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I think that's kind of cool. And then you can always tell the story that
Yes.
we couldn't figure it out. And then, a good mod hangs that front end up in the air anyway. You can kind of play, a little word game on that at all. So
Right. So
Yeah.
Ella, I'm assuming you just graduated high school.
Yep.
So you're going to college?
I am. I'm going to UW Platteville. It's just about
Ella, that's like 40 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
I literally keep my tractor 8 miles from Platteville in Belmont.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to do a ag business, and I don't really know what I want to do, but I got to do something, I guess.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. So, I mean, this year is just kind of a learning year. I mean, it's, you got the learning curve going on, but, I'm thinking next year, Dad can turn the wick up on that thing and you get a name, come out and run points and show these guys like Longnecker and Ulmer and Nelson, what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. You got him laughing in the background.
Hey, you never know. I mean, look at Daly Paulson come out brand new this year with a brand new tractor.
Yeah.
She's number 2 in the points. I mean, who would have expected that?
Yeah.
You never know.
Definitely.
Whipping up on guys like Jason Schultz. It's.
I can show you my tractor right now. It's sitting on the dyno about 300 yards from here. So good.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I mean, Jason asked you before what tractor, what class you would pull in. I mean, did you have any pulling heroes growing up? I mean, besides your dad?
I mean, I never really thought about it, I guess. Just, I've always been around the Packard engines, so that's all I really know, I guess.
Yeah. Ask your dad if he's had any big wins with the Packard, any memorable wins with it, any big pulls, big
like
wins.
Bowling Green or, anything cool like that.
Here, you want to get on?
There you go. Uh-oh.
There, Derek, yay!
We had a lot of fun at Adel. Dad was right there on the track with us. That was a lot of fun. We won there. Never any of the big ones.
Yeah.
Nope.
You do a lot of pulling in the 80s, back in the 80s, indoor pulls. Darren?
Oh, yeah. Dave did a lot of that.
Dave is his cousin.
Dave, he ran the Survivor tractor. He did a lot of the
Okay.
pulls. We did a few of them. Unidome, 5 Season Center, Springfield, Illinois, Peoria, Illinois.
There you go. Awesome. Well, Ella, that's all we've got for you here tonight. I know we're looking forward to seeing you in the future and seeing you make a good pass. I know, it hasn't been your fault up to this point. It's been the fuel system on the tractor and such. So we're looking forward to seeing you here in the future.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you,
Great
guys.
job, Ella.
Thanks.
Aaron.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it. How's the pizza?
It's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't had a thing to eat tonight. Just saying.
I've been doing pretty good. I've lost 22 pounds this year, and I want to lose. I'd like to lose like 20 more, but I do great during the week, Ron, and I just totally screw it up every weekend with tractor pulling because we stay up too late and we eat stupid and but it's all good.
My dad just messaged me with some information. He said that President John Kennedy drove a PT boat during World War II with more than likely had that Packard motor in it.
Yep.
Big Packard V12. So
that's awesome. No, that's my favorite thing about the Outlaw mod class is all the different configurations. You know what I mean? It's so cool. Seeing all the different things, and it's neat to see that Packard out there too. I like that a lot. So, and the young guns that the Outlaws have, it's awesome. I mean, there's such a plethora of young pullers. It's so cool. So cool.
There is. I love seeing it. Passing the torch and getting their friends involved. And like we were talking to Sydney Summers, on TikTok. I mean, she's showing many generations.
If you're a kid, and especially a young lady driving a tractor, that's just unique as it is, And Sydney does a good job because she gets a lot of questions. And she, as I watch her TikToks, and she was explaining how people did or what they did to how a pulling sled works and how you win a competition and different things like that. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good
I mean,
stuff.
there's
ET109.
T109. Yeah.
Yep.
That's John Kennedy. Yep. Yeah. I mean, because there's so much misinformation and such about pulling that these kids don't even know that aren't around, the farms and in the cities and in the suburbs, and they hear tractor pulling and they join it. They mix it up with a mud run and antique tractor pulling, and it's all just kind of conjoined, and they have no idea that it could be as exciting as what it actually is. So
right.
It's awesome to see Sydney doing that, and looks like Ella's getting hooked pretty good. So we're going to keep Dad busy on that Packard. So
that's just cool that they have. I mean, it's cool to have parts. That was always the big concern. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the main reasons a lot of the guys get away from them. Is you got your Wayne Longneckers. That the parts start getting harder to find, and you have to custom machine them yourself. So you get kind of behind the 8 ball on that.
Yep.
So I'm getting all kind of messages here. Look at that schedule coming up here. I tried to get us.
Please let's go through that.
Let's look at what's coming up. It's going to be another busy weekend. 4 events, 5 sessions in 3 days this weekend. So
they're getting their money out of you, Ron. Run. So
I can't do all of them. My buddy Josh will be down in De Leon, Texas, Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
That's 2-wheel drive, mod tractors, and pro stocks down there for 2 nights. That's the Peach and Melon Festival down there. I bet that's a good time. They say it's pretty hot down there.
Drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl.
Exactly. Then Friday night we'll be in Gibbon, Nebraska. I'll be there. Mod 4-wheel drive, 3.0 diesel pickups, diesel supers, light limited pros, light supers, naturally aspirated 2-wheel drives, pro stock 4x4s, super farms, and unlimited super stocks. I take a breath to get all those. Going to be a bunch of classes. There are 2 sleds, 2 tracks in Gibbon on Friday night. Then on Saturday night, in addition to De Leon, we'll be in Mobile, Iowa, where we'll have 4-wheel drives, diesel supers, light limited pros, super farms, unlimited super stocks. And then Springfield, Missouri, the Ozark Empire Fair on Saturday night as well. The 540 light pros, limited pro stocks, light supers, and pro stock 4x4. And then you mentioned earlier about Mound City, Kansas, limited pro stocks, pro 4x4, and pro stocks, as well as the 2 Missouri State classes there, the diesel pickups and the light mods there. That's in Mound City on Sunday night coming up this weekend. And the Remedy, of course, will be there.
Yeah, we hope. I'm just kind of we've been here since 1. Well, no, we got here about 1. We got hooked up, started making passes around 4, but you got to cool it down every time, and you know how it goes.
Yep, check things out. And,
if Ella's still watching Modern Warfare, I like that.
There you go. Modified warfare. I like modern warfare.
Ooh, yeah, sorry. I am tired. Ooh, my eyes are crossed. The Pack and Packard. That's kind of cool. So, hey, somebody just messaged me. Was Ulmer in a grain bin rescue? Like Mr. Ulmer? Our puller Ulmer? Kirk commented on it. So thanks for sharing. It's a Menno volunteer fire department. Can you?
I don't know that. I just seen that post.
Somebody, I think so. Tyler James Ulmer said, "Thanks for saving my dad's life."
Oh boy.
So that would be Alan, right?
I didn't read the whole thing. I was in a hurry and didn't read it. But
who's our Ulmer that has the lights?
That'd be Mark Ulmer.
Mark Ulmer. Okay, and that's Tyler's dad, right?
Yeah.
There's so many Ulmers. It's like the Ulmer Mafia. I can't keep up with all of them.
Pulling Dynasty, yeah. So,
yeah.
I seen something about that, but I didn't read that part. So
there's 60. Well, if somebody knows anything, throw it into the Mark. Okay, so Russ says Mark Ulmer. Yeah. I'm not sure what happened, but the Menlo Fire Department just said a couple pictures from yesterday's grain bin rescue. Job well done by firefighters. Thank you goes out to all the individuals who brought equipment for us to use or have on standby. So Mark, prayers are answered, buddy. So thank you to the Menlo Volunteer Fire Department.
Yes, thank you. Gee whiz.
Okay, so Craig Ulmer, part of the Ulmer Mafia, said yes, Mark is Ulmer is Tyler's dad, and he is okay. Craig is the one who has the mod, right? The 3-engine Chevys?
Yep.
Because there was another Ulmer who drove a light Super in Rock Valley. I swear.
Yeah, there's Alan Ulmer.
Okay.
There's Craig and his dad and his son. Craig's son drives, well, Tyron Ulmer.
Okay.
Then you got Mark. And then you got Mark.
Can we do like a, Ron, can we do like here in Ulmer, there in Ulmer, everywhere in Ulmer, Ulmer, had a pulling tractor, E-I-E-I-O. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is my delirious, I'm sober, but I'm tired. Oh, crap.
Yeah. Geesh. I had no clue that's what that said on there.
Yeah, sorry, Ron. I didn't mean to pop that on you. I just seen it. Okay. So Craig.
I'm reading it. I just didn't read it.
Yeah, my dad is Kurt. My son is Tyler. Yep. Perfect. Thanks, Craig.
Kurt, Craig, and Tyron. There's 3 generations that pull that tractor.
So the Outlaw app is amazing. I'm telling you, if you're watching, you haven't downloaded the Outlaw app yet. I finally have a tractor to sign up for events. It was quite exhilarating. I actually forgot my polling number. I had to go look at my Outlaw packet. Kurt, Mark, and Gary are brothers. Yeah, there we go. So it's all coming together. Like an Ulmer family tree, Mr. Stone. An Ulmer family tree.
Yeah, if we not to get away from what you're talking about there, but I'm pulling up on the app the Iowa State Fair.
Yes, please do. We need to talk about that.
And limited pro stock so far, you got 21 signed up.
What's the magic number? 25, 26? What are they saying? What classes? You said the light limited pro was full already, right?
The light limited pro and pro stock 4 before they cut off. I think they shut those off at 26.
Okay.
But they may go back to that. And if some of the other classes don't fill up and they think we have space, they may open it up a little more.
Okay.
But just trying to keep ahead of it and, keep control of it so it doesn't get out of hand.
Yep, that's smart because otherwise you'll end up and love 2-wheel drive trucks, but I don't need to see 60 of them like I do in Bowling Green.
Yeah, and the thing is, what is limiting us is space for parking for haulers.
Okay.
So we have to be careful. How many we have in there. Modified tractors, we've got 12. 74 mods. Super farms, 14 so far. 540 light pros, 7. Light super stock, 15. Let's go to Tuesday night. 2-wheel drives. You just mentioned 2-wheel drives. There's 22 so far.
Nice.
We've had a lot of 2-wheel drives this year. 4-wheel drives were at 11. 3200 Pro Fielders 9. Diesel Supers 6 so far. Heavy Pros 13 at this point for Wednesday. So yeah, just opening that up and having to shut 2 of them off already. Gonna have
That's a good sign.
A lot of hooks there.
That's a good sign.
So pretty excited.
Okay. So we recap this coming week, right?
We recapped the past week here.
Yep. Or that I want to preview this coming week again. We got
schedule. Yeah.
Let's say August 3rd. So we have DeLeon, Texas, Friday and Saturday, right?
Yep.
Gibbon, Nebraska. So that starts at 8 o'clock both nights down there. Gibbon, Nebraska, Friday night. So I'm assuming you'll be there Friday night?
Yeah, Gibbon. Yeah.
And then Mobile, Iowa on Saturday. Are you in Springfield?
I'll be at Springfield.
Okay.
And Mound City.
Okay. And then Mound City, Kansas, Sunday, August 8th. I'm hoping to be there if everything goes well. So.
And then I can't help but look forward here, but
well, that's what we do.
Next week,
Where's Weeping Water at, Ron?
Weeping Water, let's see, I've been there once. It's north and west of Omaha, if I remember correctly.
I need to.
Yeah, because I remember jumping on 80 from Weeping Water last time because I was headed out to. At that time, Weeping Water was the Thursday night before Gibbon.
Okay.
On different weeks this time. Weeping Water, Marthasville on Friday, West Point on Friday, which I'll be at Weeping Water and West Point. And then, of course, Macon next Saturday, the 14th. And that's the Central Missouri Honor Flight pull that we've had in the past at Sturgeon, and then in Mexico last year. So that'll be a big one as well. They're making to go to. That's a great cause too. We got a lot of patriotic pulls coming up.
Good.
If I could indulge a little bit on that, Macon is hugely patriotic. You know, benefits our vets. Vets fought for us, so they can go to Washington D.C. and see the monuments that were put up for them. A lot of these vets have never seen them in person before. They're put up there in their honor. So that's going to be a big one at Macon. Saturday, August 14th. Looking a little further there, Warrensburg and Buckner. Big patriotic events. That's going to be the 20th anniversary of 9/11, the night of Buckner. So that weekend, it's red, white, and back the blue weekend in Missouri at Warrensburg, and then up the road there at Buckner on Saturday night. A couple of big events there as well. So I love the patriotic events. And then we look a little further down the road here. It's not a points hook, but we're going to be down at Nacogdoches, Texas, second weekend of October. And that's another patriotic pull that benefits veterans, helps. All the money from that event benefits vets coming back from wars like Iraq and Afghanistan, helps them assimilate back into society, trying to stem the veteran suicide that we see from vets that have seen combat. And the guys down there are great. Josh and Ronnie down there. They had it at Lufkin last year. And in a COVID year, it was just amazing. I think they had like 5,000 through the gate at noon. It was big diesel drags and tractor pull. And the tractor pull is going to be the main event this year. So it'll be Friday night and Saturday night, second weekend of October, whatever those dates are. So looking forward to that.
Julie just posted the Corden results are being posted to the app right now. Craig Ulmer says the Ulmer Mafia thanks all the veterans. So I think we have permission to call them the Ulmer Mafia now, Ron. So
done deal. So,
do you know a guy with a microphone that can make that happen for me?
Right. You know, that's a lot of power with that microphone.
Yeah. No, Ron, I enjoy doing this every Tuesday night. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, you probably ought to get over there and get busy.
Yeah, I heard my tractor just start up. So I'm gonna go live on Facebook tonight every time we make a pass, and
great.
Hopefully nothing goes through the roof, and I can see you Sunday in Mountain City, Kansas.
All right, buddy. We'll see you in Mount City. Thanks
everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk soon. Download the Outlaw app. It's free and it's easy. Even Ron Stone can do it. That's my word of the day. So.
Good night.
What did Ron say? Jim Birch say? He said, thanks for a good... No, that was... Well, the comments are flooding in here at the end. Thanks, Ron, for the shout-out. Looking forward to having Outlaw in Nacogdoches. Say that real fast for me, Ron.
Nacogdoches, oldest city in Texas.
Nice.
Should be a good time.
Yep, we love pulling. And Joe says, thanks for the show. Hey, we're free too, you know. What life is good. So life is good.
Yeah, be looking forward to those horsepower numbers tonight, buddy.
Okay. Those are my horsepower numbers, by the way. So
Yep.
have a good night, bud. Take care.
You too.
Bye, guys.